So good evening. This is my first time going live here on YouTube. I can see a couple people have already entered the room, so welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Charlie Mosbrook. I'm going to sing a few songs. Though often overlooked, she thought that this time she'd get to dance. Like the laundry on the line, she swayed as she waited for her chance. And up among the stars, she thought that this would be her chance to shine as bright as she had ever shone. Up among them, like a billion points of light, some are dim, some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. And up among the stars, we hope that we would be spinning aloft forever. And together we are up among them, like a billion points of light. Some are dim, some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. She built her dreams up to believe that the scene inside her mind, it was true. So much so that she did not need someone to see her through. And up among the stars, across the galaxy, she left this world behind her, never to return. From up among them, like a billion points of light, some are dim, some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. That's Up Among the Stars. I wrote that one a bunch of years ago. My mom loved it. She asked me to sing it at her memorial. She passed away from ALS. She wasn't able to speak, but she pointed up to the sky when I asked her what song she wanted. This one I wrote last March. I started it last March. By the way, if you're on the other end and you can hear and see me, let me know that you're there. Say hello. Together alone, connected by phones, we gather around tablets and hide in our homes. We've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. virus spread quickly through cruise ships and planes. It's all just a hoax, our leader complains. And the warnings were silenced, the response was delayed. Now he urgently moves to reassign blame. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. We search for new leaders with an unlikely face. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. The president boasts of low gasoline prices, but it ain't like we're burning much fuel. Still he stands up before us, gaslighting the crisis. Can we please wash our hands of this fool? And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. And we search for new leaders in an unlikely face. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. And the people emerged a little too soon. They packed in the churches, exhausted by Zoom. And some took to the streets. They were tear-gassed by goons, with the death toll rising and the city's in ruins. And uncertainty haunts us in this darkest hour. The economy's trashed, though we boast of its power. And I struggle to find light, as it seems we are doomed, when a small purple flower emerges in bloom. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. We search for new leaders in an unlikely face. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. That's called Together Alone. It's what we're all going through right now. It's why I'm doing a concert in my living room without you here, but you're here. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. And whoever else is out there. So I'm going to do a little train song. One of the things I really miss about this whole thing is that I can't tour. I can't get on the train and go to your town and visit you in your home. So I've been getting on the train on YouTube is what I've been doing late at night. It's kind of funny. A bunch of people make YouTube videos of their journeys, and they tell you about the different trips around the country. And I know a few of these lines pretty well, and it's really enjoyable sitting back and watching the trip, because you know where you're at if you've ridden those lines. Yeah, this one's called Emeryville, and I wrote it about the California Zephyr. That's the train that runs between Chicago and San Francisco, and this leg of it we picked up in Denver. And it won't be long. Well, I heard her say, well, as we waited at the station in the early hours of the day, and just like a song, with an old familiar melody, the number 5 will soon arrive, and we'll we'll all be on our way. About 7:15, the train is pulling in. It's right on time, so let the journey begin. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. And overhead guitars are safely stored. Conductor shouts, well, everybody on board. For the Zephyr out of Denver and home through to Emeryville. And over the mountains and canyons and empty old towns. We're dining in the desert while the sun is sinking down. Well, come the night time, we sped across the Bonneville Flats with a pint of whiskey shared that were carried in a stainless steel flask. And I tried to write, but I guess my day is done, 'cause it's hard to stay awake when you listen to them steel rails hum. And making up time lost to the day, with no more climbs beyond the Great Salt Lake. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver and home through to Emeryville. Morning breaks and coffee's poured. Conductor shouts, well, everybody on board. Well, for the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. And over the mountains and canyons and empty old towns. And up around the diner summit, this train is slowing down behind a freight train. We're losing time across the Golden State. I guess it's never quite as simple as you think that it's gonna be. And as the sun began to fade, we looked out on the San Francisco Bay. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver, we were pulling into Emeryville. I'm gonna stay with the train theme here. This is an old traditional tune. A couple from Canada sang this at a Folk Alliance conference, and I just loved what they did with it, the way they told the story. The song's called Troubled in Mind. And in old blues speak, that's the way we say depression, which is a terrible affliction. If you've ever known anybody who's really gone through a heavy depression, it's scary. And back in the 20s, this is somebody's accounting of their own depression. Trouble in mind. Well, I am blue, but I won't be blue always. Oh, 'cause the sun is gonna shine on my back door someday. And I'm gonna take, gone down to the river, gonna take my whole rocking chair, and if these blues they don't leave, I'm gonna rock right out of here. Oh, trouble in mind, oh, high and blue. Oh, but I won't be blue always. Oh, 'cause the sun is gonna shine on my back door someday. And now I'm gonna lay my head down on some lonesome railroad line. Let the 219 special coming and ease my worried mind. Oh, trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun is gonna shine on my back door someday. We got an election coming up. I've been told by quite a few people to tell you folks, all four of you, and I'm hoping that you're going to do this. Please vote. A couple years ago, I came back from a Folk Alliance conference, and there had been a shooting in a school. That was something that was common. Nowadays, the people who would go to schools and shoot other people are going to protest to shoot other people. Don't let anybody fool you. That's what's happening. We've got a sickness in this country. Anyway, those kids, they got mad. They got tired of being left out there to die, hung out to dry. And they went to the state capitol in the state of Florida, and they said they looked at the cameras. The media showed up because a bunch of the kids showed up, and they were serious. And one kid looked at the camera, he pointed straight at it, and he said, "Come November, you remember who we are. We're going to be voting." So as you see all this nonsense going on, please make sure they remember who you are. Don't be left behind. Don't let them forget who you are. This is called Remember Who We Are. Remember who we are. We come from near and far, and women marching in the streets, and bent-kneed athletes. And we are refugees and dreamers, the immigrants you blame, and we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. Remember who we are. We carry open scars and push these wheelchairs forward. You cannot disregard us as we block the halls of Congress. For the fear of a graveyard, we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. We stood up to the Klansmen and the Nazis just the same. And to a tone-deaf president for whom the victims shared the blame for a deadly act of terror. To him it's just a game, and we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. And we are scientists and teachers, reporters on TV, investigators, lawyers. The proof, it's a plain to see, and the evidence, it's a obvious. So don't look the other way, 'cause we will come from near and far. Oh, remember who we are. And you say that all lives matter, but it doesn't seem that way. When the consequence of living is dying every day. And if the motto of the police is self-service and neglect, oh, we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. And the schools are filled with children that live by different rules. Drills and lockdowns put in place can't save them from these fools. And as you pander to the worst in us, young lives are laid to waste. And we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. And we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. That song, by the way, was the second place winner of the 2018 Woody Guthrie Folk Festival Songwriting Contest. It's a fine song. I like it. It's a fine festival. It's a fine contest. Last year, my friend Dan Weber won. My cat has arrived. And with that, I don't know if he's going to get in the picture. You might see him sneaking around behind me. And here he is down here. What you doing, Louie? I'm going to sing a little song called Catnipped. I'd almost forgotten that I wrote this one. I am a cat, and I live outside. Oh, I like it like that, 'cause I can run and hide, and I can do what I want, and I can chase a mouse, but not like those other cats who are stuck inside the house. And I can sit on a fence and yowl at the moon. Now you can try to make a sense. Well, of the Sally Cat too. You might have misunderstood. You might have thought I was in pain, but I'm still the top cats of the alley food chain. And you can't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and you can't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I'll hunt and kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. And I am a cat in a midnight choir. You might think we're in heat. Oh, these cats are on fire. But make no mistake, 'cause we're singing for love, and we're singing for mice and the lion up above. And now I must admit, 'cause I'm a little bit high from a little catnip, and now I think I can fly. I picked a fight with a leaf and picked a fight with a dog, and spent the rest of the night hiding in a log. And you can't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and you can't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I will hunt and kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. So don't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and don't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I'll hunt and kill your socks, and in the morning I'll be sleeping on your face. Louis had heard enough. He left. I don't know where he's gone. He's gone into another room. That's fine. I'm going to wrap things up here, if that's okay by you. This has been fun. This is cool. Just trying out the YouTube live streaming as opposed to Facebook, which is where I normally come. So thanks for coming over. There's a few of you in the room. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with me tonight at the in the YouTube studio. By the way, this is my the channel that this is being broadcast from is my Charlie's Open Mic channel. It's a YouTube program that I produce every week, and then I do little features once in a while. Louis is back. Hello, buddy. I don't know if you can see him in the screen, but he's going to sit here. Oh, I know what he wants. It's his snack time, so I got to wrap things up here, because he's going to get anxious if I don't give him his snack. He may start singing along, as a matter of fact. Anyway, so this is my YouTube channel, Charlie's Open Mic. Please subscribe. I do a weekly show. It's a cool show. We do interviews with folk musicians and acoustic musicians from Cleveland and all over the country, all over the world. Once we start doing that, we've had a British and Irish national. Actually, the Irishman was an American Irishman. He's dual citizen, Mark Dignam. But this week we have Gina Forsyth, and that's going to be tomorrow morning at 10:30 is when that's going to premiere. Gina is living down in Louisiana, and we actually did our Zoom interview as Hurricane Marco came to shore. Fortunately, she's okay. Everybody was okay. Though Laura did quite a bit of damage to Lake Charles, and heart goes out to everybody who lost lives and homes and got forced into shelters and a weird evacuation during a pandemic. It's tough. I feel for all those people. Anyway, this is called Minister Creek. It's one of my favorites to sing. It's a song I wrote about memories hiking through the Allegheny National Forest. Minister Creek, I follow a path past an old hollow tree that lies decaying on the ground, and letting it go, I take my rest beneath the pines upon the crest, and daylight slips away without a sound. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, this time it's gonna gain you a chance to figure out where you wanna be. And listening to the wind blow, the night is dark, and I am cold. Nocturnal souls are searching for a meal. Something is lurking, all my fears are on high alert as it draws near, and I don't have much to give and less to steal. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, well, this time is gonna gain you a chance to figure out where you wanna be. Maybe go east and maybe go west. Darling, southern food will be best, my love. Canada is calling me to you. Back to a shore across Lake Erie, where my heart is gonna steer me. Back to this town of rust where I was born. Back toward this town of rust where I was born. And physically tired from the trek, my mind is wired, and I am wrecked, and I barely have the strength to shed my clothes. Settling deep into my nest, I fold my arms across my chest, surrender to this slumber, my soul's repose. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, well, this time is gonna gain you a chance to figure out where you wanna be. Oh, well, maybe go east and maybe go west. And darling, southern food would be best, my love. And Canada is calling me to you. Back to a shore across Lake Erie, where my heart is gonna steer me. Back to this town of rust where I was born. Back to this town of rust where I was born. Hey, thank thanks for hanging out and listening tonight, watching, and just joining me in this little YouTube concert. I wanted to try out this platform for a while as a live streaming thing, and so far I like it. It seems to respond to me. I'm looking forward to checking it out. What was left there. Richard, thank you for letting me know it looks and sounds great. Thanks everybody for hanging out and listening. And please check out the show in the morning. It's at 10:30. Gina Forsyth is the guest. She does all the music tomorrow. I'm not even going to sing tomorrow. I'm just going to introduce her and talk to her on the interview. It should be a really cool show. So I am now going to end the stream, and it's the first time doing this one. Good night.